It's a little Tecmo Week 8 time, and we got Puff Puff Pass going up against Bobby the Process, the commiss. The guy who runs the whole fucking thing is Brave Crocodiles. And as of this recording, it's week 8, but the Crocs are 2-2 and Puff Puff 3-1. So let's see what we got going on. You saw the swamp creature did return. Crocubot with a nice deep kick, 1 yard for dog. He's got to get off his line pretty quick. Met before the 10 and finally brought down. We got a lot of good passing plays here. Got to do have a little danger for his safety. They don't seem to put any pressure on. They're going to have the RB2 dump off. They fire to Williams, and he's going to pick up an easy first and give him a little breathing room. Now they go motion. See if they can hit that WR2 deep. There is a coverage. He's going to try to fire it, but no, the guy was there. Well read. Second down. Motion here. That line holds very nicely. Got a couple of choices. A shitty throw, though. Looked like double coverage to me. And now it's a big third down. They need it all. They're back to the no-back. And they should have WR1 open. They've waited a while, and that speedy safety there able to dart across. So nothing doing right off the bat for Puff Puff. Zero pressure from the Crocs. Plenty of time. Marin fires it. The ball disappears. Then reappears, does not hit a wire, and is up there. And as you can see, the monster not looking super speedy, but fast enough to outrun those bastards. Okay, all the way out to the 46. Now it's motion for the Crocs. And they're going flea flicker here, and he decides his best course of action is to toss that fucker out of bounds. Of course, that one shitty play to save a fair amount of cash, which likely will hurt. Oh, and then it's a fumble. He picks it up, but slow. Tackled 3rd and 15. Now it's motion. Tries the fake. Gonna have WR1 open. If he can fire it to him, oh, and just gets it to him. Big pickup. That's got to be frustrating on 3rd and 15. Now they go for the home run hit. Well covered. He's going to try to force it to my favorite, and it's an INT at the 5. The Croc spent too much time with the animals, not enough time playing football, didn't jump, instead dove, and that was costly. And they've left WR2 wide open there. There does look like a pretty fast safety who tries to get back and then gets frustrated and dives and gives up a touchdown to dog. He was in position. All he had to do was then get up and make the tackle, but no siree. Snoop Dogg with those long, gangly limbs. If he gets hit, he's down, but he is up there. Willie stayed calm in the pocket and doinks it in. Puff Puff takes the lead. Would be interesting to go back and see on all the games we've played what the stats are. You score first, how often you win. Oh, Cookie Monster had a chance, but he was chopped down. Still out to the 30. Average return there. They're back to this flea flicker pass, and he decides out of bounds is the way to go again. Questionable strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off. Uh-oh, they've left WR1 open, although he's not going deep, but he's got some speed. He's going to take off and run. Can't use a blocker there. Gets a chaser, but it's a big pickup. For whatever reason, I thought he was going deep on that one. I guess I'm confusing that with the L rollout. They love this play. They fire it to him. He takes plenty of time. The guy's engaged in a block. No siree. Now it's motion. Gonna do that fake handoff. Gonna have WR1 there. Gonna find him. Leads him in a nice position. First down. Crocs looking to put up a little points on their own right. Here we go, reverse. Can they escape? Gatorade is free. He's got a couple of blockers. He takes a slow angle to escape. Not wise, only picks up a yard and burned a lot of time. This play not as effective, and definitely not when it is called. Say not as effective inside the red zone. So all of a sudden, what looked promising, 3rd and 19, they can't get a first. They decide to go for the QB sneak. Nothing doing there. Picks up a measly 4. Out trots the field goal unit. A promising drive cut short. And I think it'll be enough to doink in. And it is. Close. Or at least they walk away with some points. Get that sausage out of my teeth. Got a chaser, gets a nice dive. Look at the moves here. That, God, if he got around that guy, that would have been a highlight. And that's their WR2, so that's a piece of an important player. Got to assume they have a backup, but then who comes back in? You'd have to have two different backups there. Nice little pickup of the first. I don't even know why they measure. All right, shotgun for Nelson. Call play, though, and they dump it off, and he's going to lose 6. Lucky to hold on to the ball. Back to the shotgun. They're not afraid of it. They go right back to that play. Defense swarms in, gets no gain, even on a 2nd and 16. Now it's motion. He's going to have a couple of choices, and he makes the wrong one. So it is punt time after gaining a little bit of ground. Can they flip the field? Decent kick. Monster is back. He'll field it at the 9. And I was saying his hope was to get past the 20. His hopes are crushed. Got WR1 open. Waits a little while. Gets 3 divers. And because of it, it's going to pick up 20 yards. But then careless with the ball. You fool. And a fast dude gets it. Joe Rogan is there. Don't let him fucking kick you. So just like that, that looked like a great play. And then a catch in deep coverage with a man feet set. It's almost unfair. It's like the rigging is taking place against Bobby. He's so worried about people saying he rigs it, he actually rigs it against himself. Again, the pitch down. That's not going to work. Oh, and down goes Williams. So let's see who they have. RB2 is out, moderately featured in the offense. In comes Hendricks. We can assume he's probably paid, because it wasn't that expensive and you had to figure somebody was going down. And oh, he's going to run over somebody, but nothing doing there, so they'll have to settle to take it back to a 7-point lead. Assuming they knock in this field goal. Pretty shitty kick. Let's see, are they close enough? No, they doink the hell out of it. And that is painful. Just clinging now to a 4-point lead. Gonna fire it again. He gets the divers. Can he hold on to the ball this time? Gets a diver. Tackled shoestring, but a huge pickup for Gatorade. Gatorade. And they do a shitty little run with Scaly, and that's not expected to pick up anything. Time, not much of a factor, but paying a little bit of attention to it. Some of these plays can take a while. First time we've seen this play called, and it's a shitty one, and almost a jumping pick. Big 3rd and 10 now. And they go flea flicker, not the call you're dreaming of. And again, nearly out of bounds. Let's see what they do here. And they decide to go field goal. Okay. They were 1 yard beyond the 40, I was wondering. And it should be good. So just a 1-point game, high-powered offense getting stymied by the druggies. Let's see what Snoop Dogg can do. We know he's got the speed. Wiry, oh, he coughs up the ball. That's painful. And Gabby Gator is not going to score. They have 1 play to run now. 1 play to run. They go the reverse. It is possible this will take up all the time. Not when it's called, though. So here will come the field goals. They had a chance for a touchdown, so they got to be a touch bidder. But obviously happy that they're getting any points out of it and happy to walk in with a lead, albeit a 2-point one. So CROC responsible for all of the points thus far. Snoop Dogg a little rattled after that performance. And still a shitty return. So they do have a play or two. This team can score on anything, but not on this play. This is the sub now. Hendricks actually looked pretty fast, I have to say that. So let's see what they do. They're in shotgun formation. Called play. Is he cough it up? No. So there it is. 7 in the first quarter, 9 in the second for the other team. Hence how we arrived at the score. Look at Monster, and I thought maybe he could do something. Alright, it's that shitty and also illegal formation called play. There you go. Uh-oh, they've left a man open. He's got a couple of choices. Gatorade able to hold on to it. Gatorade. And speaking of, he's able to hurdle a guy who's pretty quick, gets back up on his feet, gets a couple of divers, picks up a block. Ooh, almost had a dive and could have kept going. Still a nice first down. Now let's see what they do. They go, they've been loving this flea flicker. They really think they saw something on film. And it's a terrible throw. The receiver didn't even turn back and look for it. Have not seen this play much, but this play can burn you deep. Especially when you leave the top guy open and you throw it to the wrong team. That's disappointing. And this it's a pick 6, folks. A pick 6 when he had a streaking receiver way down the field. And instead, Dundee throws this soft little lob that a flag football preschooler could have caught. That's painful. And a rare pick 6 in Tecmo. And suddenly it's a 5-point lead. Decent kick by Chong. And given that points are at a premium, that is pretty huge. He gets chopped down at the 15. Long field for these bastards. They can strike, though. Anytime you go heavy pass, you got to throw it quick. Who the hell is he throwing that to? Oh, my God. He gets the jump from the classic Steve Irwin. Again, wide receiver 1 wide the fuck open. Here's a little touch, but nothing doing. Dundee doesn't look like he's feeling very good. Got a little dump off. They're gonna too slow for CROC. Suddenly it's 3rd and 11. Desperation beginning to come. They go back to that flea flicker. I know Bobby's regretting choosing that. And he throws it out of bounds. Just couldn't have been farther off the target. So they'll punt and pray they're not down by more than 5 points at the end of this possession. Took a long time to line it up. Lucky there was no pressure. Decent coverage. Kicked it absolutely perfect to the Snoop. Willie cough it up again. Willie get a huge return. A little bit of neither, but a pretty nice one. 29-yard return for the Snoopster. Hey, babe. All right, you do that. Big fumble, and the CROCs take it over. Thanks for letting me rest my head in your tits. All right, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to toss it deep, I believe. No. Oh, it's the same throw. Obviously, don't be taking my money.
It's just
Any
cash.
of it. Yep.
Take it.
All right, and look at the safety play there. You young folks at home, did you see the pursuit? Did you see how he closed in? That was brilliant. But we had look, they've left everybody wide the fuck open. A jumping catch that wasn't even on target, and it's another touchdown. And the CROCs have got to be wondering, where did we go wrong? What have we done? That is painful. Down by 12. With 5:25 left in the game. Big return from Monster would be nice. He is able to get a little something. They start at the 30. Here comes motion. Can they get lucky, get somebody who's uncovered? And throws it out of bounds. Gotta feel like this P2 is really screwing them. Here they go, the reverse. Looks like he's running into the teeth of the defense. Does have a couple of blockers out there, but not much. Can't split the D. Suddenly it's 3rd and 6. Desperation time begins. Here's your shitty flea flicker. Line hold. He's got a man. Takes his time. Finally gets it to CROC, who is able to pick up decent yards after the catch. Drive is alive. Double back set. That generally spells reverse. They haven't read the reverse particularly well. He's got a couple of fast chasers, gets a couple of divers, falls over a guy, picks up 7. And call play, always painful when you think you got a chance for a home run there. They go right back to it on 3rd and 7. Line holds, but the coverage is very good. And lucky that one wasn't picked. So it is 4th and 7. They say, fuck it, we're down here. Field goal doesn't do us a whole lot. And they've left a man wide open. They throw it to the wrong guy. They get the first. Could have probably had a touchdown there if he went. I think even WR1 and WR2 were open. Got to take his time. Terrible throw, and it's a pick again. Again, Hendricks is streaking off. Could we get another pick 6? That would be almost unheard of. Gets it all the way in, and that's pretty much the dagger. There's your game. They had a chance. Those terrible decisions there by Dundee. And he's not going to get in, but it's a big pickup. 1st and 2. Even 3 points here is a complete dagger. They go reverse. It is well read, although he picks up the wrong guy, and everybody's too slow to react. Wiz Khalifa. And this game is just out of hand now. Chong fires it up to Monster. And he just falls down after 5 yards. I mean, the frustration is just palpable. And again, a terrible decision when wide receiver 1 is wide the fuck open. Well, he's got wide receiver 1 again. This time he actually tries to find him. He does get the jumping catch. So that's a nice little highlight reel. And he continues to run. Can he get it all the way in? Because you know they ain't scoring. And there they are at the 7. This offense not built to be scored inside the red zone. Let's see what happens here. They go motion. Does have the dump off. Bad choice, but is it? Nope, yep, bad choice. Needed to find that dump off guy. Now what do? Spread formation. Everybody's going to be covered, knocked away. Suddenly it's 3rd and 7. Got a lot of deep guys. The out of bounds play, that's an unusual one. So 4th and 7 for just a tiny bit of pride. Pretty much just need him to scramble here and keep it. Maybe he can find him across the middle. He is able to split the D just long enough on 4th and 7 to finally punch it in. And that's their first touchdown of the game. Pretty unlikely to have 2 onside and 2 scores in one play. I think this play might even take 25 seconds even if they were to score. That would be cool if they could score with like 2 seconds left. Oh, they've left the man open. He's got to toss it deep. He is there. Come on, score. Oh! It would be exciting if there had been 1 second to double up on that. So the score made it look a lot closer than it was. At least they salvaged a little bit of stats. Maybe point differential will come into play. So there you have it. Puff, puff. takes the victory. CROC falls short.